Hi, I'm Vance, and welcome to Repair and Replace. In this episode, we'll learn how a dishwasher works. We'll first start with the basic cycles, and then we'll learn more about the additional sensors and components. Thank you to Frigidaire for sponsoring this video. Let's begin. Most dishwashers work in the same basic way. It's a tub with a spray arm that showers your dishes with water. There's an element to heat the water, a pump that circulates and sprays it, and another pump that drains it. By combining these simple components in different ways, the machine creates its various wash cycles. Let's take a look at a typical pre-wash, main wash, and rinse cycles. When you start a program, a pre-wash begins. First, the drain pump runs to clear any dirty water from the sump basin. Next, power is sent to the inlet valve, which fills the tub with warm water. This cycle does not use detergent and is usually heated only through the hot water supply. Once it fills, the circulation pump forces the water through the spray arms. The spinning is driven by the water pressure. This washes away any large food particles. Next, the drain pump runs to purge the dirty water. During the wash cycle, the tub fills with water again. For a high temp or heavy wash setting, the heating element will raise the water temperature to improve cleaning performance. Next, the dispenser releases the detergent, which dissolves into the water. The circulation pump runs and sprays the dishes. This will run for up to an hour. Then the drain pump clears the tub. Next is the rinse cycle. The tub will fill and the dishes are sprayed again. Rinsing, and on some models added heat, help remove any remaining residue. Finally, the tub is drained and the dishes dry. Keep in mind, there is some variation between models, and not all dishwashers will have the same parts. You can enter your model number on the AMRE Supply website. This will bring up a model breakdown with the exact replacement parts listed on the side. There are several conditions that must happen in the startup sequence for the dishwasher to begin. First, the door latch must engage the switch to verify that the door is closed. Next, the control board powers up and does a self-check. If there's water in the tub, then the drain pump will run to purge the system. Next, the inlet valve fills the tub with fresh water. The water level is determined by a timed fill or verified through a float switch or a pressure sensor. Then the circulation pump engages. If any of these conditions are not met, then the dishwasher will not start a wash cycle. You can see more troubleshooting guides in the videos linked below. Advanced models monitor the water with additional sensors. The turbidity sensor uses an infrared light to monitor particulates in the water. When the water is dirty, less light passes through it. Some turbidity sensors will also have a built-in thermistor to monitor the water temperature. In other cases, the thermistor is a standalone component. The pressure sensor provides the control board with key information about the water level and hydraulic states. This helps confirm when the tub is filling, when it's washing, and when it's draining. Based on these readings, the control board will make adjustments to the wash time, temperature, or even add another cycle. This helps improve cleaning performance and efficiency. If any of these sensors are faulty, then it can create issues in the way it operates. This includes running too long, short cycling, or not starting at all. You can learn how to troubleshoot these issues in the videos linked below. The limit switch is wired to the heating element and will disconnect power if it overheats. The switch will reset once it cools down. Some models have a thermal fuse located in the door that protects the user control board. If it overheats, the fuse will blow and disconnect power. The float switch sits in the tub and shuts off the water if the level gets too high. Some advanced models will have a leak switch that sits in the bottom pan. This protects the floor from leaks. When water fills the pan, the leak switch trips, and the drain pump will purge the system. You can see how to test these switches in the videos linked below. Dishwashers use a control board to send power to each component when it's needed. The user interface board is mounted in the door. Some models have an additional control board located below or behind the dishwasher cabinet. A faulty control board might prevent one or more components from working. A control board can't be easily tested, so it's best to eliminate all other sources of the problem first. You can learn more in the video linked below. If you found this episode helpful, then subscribe to our channel. And when you need a replacement part, you can get it online or in one of our AMRE Supply branches. Thanks for watching.